Hello, welcome to Bet on Yourself Media Sports. I am your host, Reggie, aka Yep. Welcome to the show. Before I get started, I would like to thank all those who subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out. Trying to get to 500 subscriptions by, I said, the end of this month. It's all up to y'all. Give me a help. Give me a helping hand. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Let's go. Let's get right to the content. Well, y'all know the Philadelphia Eagles had a rough game yesterday, but a win's a win's a win. That's the way I look at it. I take the win over a loss any day, any day, any day. But we lost N'Kobe Dean uh, in the process, and Big Fletcher Cox had MRI this morning, and we'll tell you about that. Uh, the way Jalen Carter and Davis played on the defensive line front, and what type of adjustments should the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator make? Well, as y'all see, N'Kobe Dean is out for a month at least with a foot injury, and it doesn't look good for him in the future. Let me see here. It says here, N'Kobe Dean expects to miss multiple weeks with a foot injury per sources. No surgery required, which is a good news, and that's exactly right. So, N'Kobe Dean is going to be missed. So now that puts us in position to have to go out and sign another linebacker, which Philadelphia Eagles have done so. It's bringing in linebacker from Tennessee, uh, Rashad Evans. Rashad Evans, from what they say here in this report, Rashad Evans tells me he's signing to the Eagles hashtag practice squad. This comes after the news of N'Kobe Dean suffering a foot injury. So he said to Jordan Schultz, as Jordan Schultz got it. Shout out to him, Jordan Schultz. So, you know, this is something that he says he's going to sign to the Eagles practice squad. Will he play this week? I doubt it because of being a short week. We got a game Thursday night against Minnesota. So I doubt if he comes in and be ready to play. So with that being said, I guess they would have to bring up Morrow off the practice squad, which isn't a bad thing, but he's not a good cover linebacker to me. But he can tackle. So I guess him, Evans, and Cunningham will be the backs for the upcoming game this week. So, and then they said here about Evans here with Jalen Schultz also. Rashad Evans comes off a career high 159 tackles, 6 TFLs, 2 sacks, 2 FRs from last season for the Titans. He's a former Alabama star with a first round pick in 2018. Evans only 27 years old, and he played in all 17 games last season for Tennessee Titans. So he got durability. So the Eagles went out and got him, but I wonder why he was still out there, you know, on a waiver wire like that. I mean, not being signed because the way they say that he had 159 tackles last season, and he played in every game. Was it an injury or something? I don't know. But I'm glad they have him on the team for sure. We're going to need him with the absence of Dean. So welcome to Philadelphia, Mr. Evans. I want to talk about also James Bradbury. Um, Bradbury will be missed too because of concussion. He's on protocol. Bradbury, concussion protocol. So he'll be out. He won't be available for this upcoming game. So what are we going to do about that situation? Well, next man up, I think, will be Josh Jobe, and kudos to Josh Jobe for his play last week with that big play at the end of the game that decided the game for us by pushing the wide receiver out of bounds for him not to be able to get his foot down. So kudos to him for that big play he made for us, Josh Jobe. But that tells me too also that they're going to be bringing Eli Ricks up. That moves him up the depth chart. So it could be either Eli Ricks or Josh Jobe coming up for this upcoming week, sharing duty time possibly. Those two may be splitting time back there. So, you know, that's something to look forward to this upcoming week also. With Eli Ricks um, coming into play. So I'm okay with Eli Ricks. I'm an Eli Ricks fan. So I think he can get the job done between him and Josh Jobe. I think we'll be fine on that end, you know. But whatever thing I wanted to talk about was the defense. Uh, Decide our defense coordinator. I just like to see him do more pressure. I think the Eagles need more pressure and man to man coverage. I mean, the guys are playing back 5 yards from the offensive player that they're defending, and the guys are getting the ball out quick, like Jones did against us yesterday. He was getting the ball out quick. You know what I mean? So we need to pressure these guys or man up because our linebacker situation, Dean didn't cover well. I can honestly say that. He didn't cover well at all. So we do need some pressure on on wide receivers out there in the slot area on both ends to make it more difficult for the quarterbacks to make a quick decision and getting the ball out to these guys. So I think that's something that they need to address. Um, how else would we cause more pressure? Because the defensive front linemen, Dean, I mean Carter and Davis, Fletcher Cox played a great game. Milton Williams played a great game. So, but by the time the interior rush starts, these guys get back there, but the ball's out. And that's because the quarterback, to me, is getting the ball out quickly. And that's what a lot of teams are going to do to us again this season coming up because of the fact that we had the total number of sacks that we had from last season. So teams are just going to try to get the ball out quick. So I think man pressure and man to man coverage, it's got to be something that they got to consider seriously. You know, I truly believe they need to consider that very seriously and bringing in that type of pressure for the safeties and corners to play on these wide receivers. Um, One other thing I wanted to talk about was the offense. You know, what happened to Rashad Penny? Why wasn't he activated? I don't get that. I mean, this is the type of game I believe that this kind of guy would have done very well with, and especially when it came down to the end of the game when they had Jalen running the ball. This is something that I thought that they didn't want to happen, but here again, you seen it replay itself again. He could have got hurt on that play. He got hit pretty good, and caused a fumble. He's not a running back, and I hope these guys could come to realization, or either Jalen got to slide. That's a position where he must slide. But I'm still going back to the point where was Penny? Where is Penny at in this position? I mean, Gainwell did his job. Swift had the carry. What did he catch the ball once or twice during the game? They didn't utilize Swift enough. Here's a back Swift we brought in. He has to touch the ball at least 15 times a game. He's our breakaway guy. Understanding the conditions of the game, I get that, but this guy Swift needs to touch the ball. He needs to touch the ball. You know, Gainwell played well. A lot of people were saying that he shouldn't be RB1. In my eyes, he's RB1. It's going to be running back by committee. But I couldn't understand why they didn't use Penny in these certain situations. Why he wasn't on an active squad or whatever. I mean, you brought him in for these type of reasons, to lessen the load for Jalen Hurts, and then yet you're gonna let Jalen run the ball to try to run the clock out. That doesn't make sense to me. I was really annoyed with that call, and the OC he has to get it together too. I understand it's the first game, It was the first game of the season, but his play calling was suspect to me. I wasn't really feeling his play calling. Jalen Hurts, a lot of people was talking about him not throwing the ball. The Dallas got it. Well, everybody can't get the ball. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, I seen the play that the people were talking about. It was two occasions where I definitely seen Goddard was wide open, and he went to the underneath guy instead of going over top the Goddard in the back of the receiver that he threw the ball to. AJ Brown and Smith, they got the series apiece, and they caught the ball for some good yardage and some good catches, some good throws by Jalen Hurts. So, but everybody can't get the ball. You know, next week, this week coming up, we probably use Goddard more. So, but this is the things I'm talking about as far as the OC Johnson. He's got to get better understanding of the personnel that he has on the field, and get Jalen to understand and see what we see as the fans. But I know it's live action, so it's a difference in saying what we say and see what he see. Sorry, Jalen Hurts. But yeah, that's what I got to say about that. And my man Carter, I mean, as you see, he put pressure on these guys all night long, chasing around. But we didn't get no sacks so late in the game. But good thing about the sacks we did get, we got them when they counted. We got them when they counted, so that means a lot right there. We got the sacks when they counted. So I would like to know what y'all think about this new linebacker that they signed, Rashaan Evans, and what do y'all think about Josh Jobe and being taking the place of Bradbury this upcoming week? Should it be Josh Jobe or should it be Eli Ricks? Let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about that there. Josh Jobs or Eli Ricks for this upcoming game this week. And one other thing I want to say. Sidney Brown must start. We need Sidney Brown back there, man. The tackles, that way he hits, and then alongside him and Blankenship, I think that's what the combination we need to go with. That's two young guys that love to come and hit and tackle well. I think they need to figure a way to make this happen. Sidney Brown and Battleship Blankenship back there is the combination that I believe they need to seek and make this thing happen. Okay, with that being said, y'all, if you haven't subscribed to my station already, please do. Hit the notification bell so you can get this content when it's comes out, and be notified when new content is available to you. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you like this content so I can get this algorithm put out there and get more recognition. Thanks a lot to all those who have subscribed to my channel. Once again, I really, really appreciate y'all for y'all contribution and supporting me. It does not go unnoticed. I really do appreciate it. But tell a friend about Bet on Yourself Media Sports. And with that being said, you know what we say around here. Yep. Be safe. Be good. God bless. Keep the main thing, and have an attitude of gratitude. Until next time, folks, I'm out of here. Peace. You know what to do.